Hey, what's going on everyone? I'm the OPJellicent and we're back here on Pokemon Showdown today for another live in the OU tier. We're going to be using this SD Mega Scizor team. SD U-turn's interesting, but I'm curious to see if it works out. Then we have Assault Vest Tangrowth, the defensive Defog Fini, Specs Koko, which hits super hard, Spitaff Rocks Tran, and Flinium Z Tornadus, which I'm super excited to use. It does like 90 plus to defensive landers, so it had actually Oko's offensive set. So let's go ahead and fight a battle right now, and hopefully the team can work out. SD Scizor pretty much struggles against stuff like Skarmory and Landorus T, but other than that, it's a really solid mon. So Medicham is a big problem in this match for sure. He doesn't really have a good lead for my Koko though, to be honest. I think that's a great option right now. So we're going to go ahead and do just that. And if he wants to lead with this thing, he's probably going to go Zygarde right now. I'm just going to Volt Switch out. I don't care if he wants to stay in and get up rocks, which is exactly what he chooses to do. He finds out that we're Specs, but now I can just go out into my Fini right here, get up Misty Terrain, and be good to go. That'll do a bit, I guess, but we're going to be getting Leftovers recovery back, so it's not that big of a deal. And now what I'll do is just, I believe, Taunt on probably like a Stealth Rock or something like that. He actually just goes right for the Flash Cannon, so interesting play, but that's fine. Now I'll just go for the Nature's Madness and try to weaken this guy. This is great for my Scizor, so I'll take this even if it means sacking my Fini. I mean, Fini was our Zygarde answer, I guess, but it's fine. What I'll do here is just go back to Koko, and I'll just go right for the Volt Switch. We're HP Ice Tangrowth, right? Yeah, so we won't lose to Zygarde just yet, and if we can get rid of this thing and prevent rocks, that would be great. I'm not going to let him get up rocks at Skarmory at any point. I hope he doesn't make the Zygarde play right here. That would be kind of questionable, but we'll see exactly what he wants to do. I mean, he could go Zygarde, but then I'll just go Tangrowth after and just deal with it, so I'm not too worried about that. Medicam's a big threat though. We need to. The only thing that actually wants to deal with that is our Tornadus and Koko. Everything else gets outspeeded and just blown back. I believe. How much defense do we have on the Scizor set? Because if we don't have a lot, we have max HP and a lot of defense, so we should be able to take one hit from the Pure Power Medicam. But I really don't plan on letting Scizor take that hit right now. But we'll get a knockout here. He just lets me knock out the Heatran right now, and what I'll do here is just go out into my own Heatran. It'll pretty much force out the Zygarde or the Greninja, which is great, or Hoopa if he wants to bring that out, but if he brings out Hoopa, I'm just going to get out my rocks to break the Skarmory Sturdy. He actually could bring out any of these four, now that I think about it, but he doesn't know what Tran I am. I could be Scarf Tran for all he knows, and I just blow that thing back with the Fire Blast. So he brings out the Hoopa. I know we take a hit, and I don't think I need this mon for anything in particular, so we're going to get up the rocks right here, as he goes right for the knockoff and knocks off my Leftovers. And now we'll just throw off the Lava Plume. Maybe we'll get a burn. That did nothing. Okay. Why are we doing so little? I mean, Hoopa has a good Spitaff. We're just going to click it one more time. Why did that do nothing? Hoopa, you're really that bulky? No drop, unfortunately. And now what we're going to do is just fire off another Lava Plume, and that should put him in range of my... Oh, it's probably Assault Vest. That's why it's doing so little. My Heatran had 222. Scizor after Mega Evolving, I don't think it's going to outspeed. So we're going to go Torn, and we're just going to, I think, U-turn out right here. I can pretty much U-turn out safely on anything, and then bring in my Koko after. Not expecting it to be Scarf Zygarde. So we pretty much get a kill right here. Or at least we get Koko in for free. So he does go Skarmory, which is totally cool. And we're going to U-turn out right there, and just bring in our Tapu Koko right now. And I'm just going to go ahead and Dazzling Gleam, I think. He actually goes right back into the Hoopa, so this is fine. We'll get the knockout on this thing, well, next turn. Assault plus Hoopa, that's an interesting set, but it's fine. He can't bring out Zygarde now, which is all I really care about. He does go Zygarde, though. I'm not sure why, because we're Specs, and this is a Specs Dazzling Gleam from Koko. Never mind, he lived. But we knock him out with Bullet Punch now, so I have to make the Tangrowth play. And we're going to see exactly what he wants to do. Just makes that play, and now I'm just going to knock. We should live Devastating Drake. Yeah, we do. So we're going to knock that thing out. And he's just going to forfeit the match because Zygarde was his win condition. So we're going to get some points back. I actually did a bit of testing before this, and people were taking forever, so I forfeited a couple of matches. But hopefully we can get them back and get back to the 1600s this time. But let's go ahead and find another battler right here. As I don't think this is Trosco, but could be, I don't know. It's Trosk, but let's go ahead and lead off here with, well, I'm referring to his username. Trosco is a Smogon tournament player, in case you guys are wondering, but let's go ahead and lead off here with our Tornadus, and we'll just go from there. We have the Z move for Clefable, which I'm assuming does quite a bit to what's it called, a defensive set. So let's go ahead and put the Flinium Z on here. Flinium Z against the Clefable. Hurricane's already doing quite a bit, so Z Hurricane is going to do 74 to 87, yeah, so that's quite a bit of damage. And really his one con right here, I mean Scarf Landorus maybe? He leads right off with the Landorus, and not sure what it is, it could be Scarf. I don't think it's worth staying in, but I don't have the best switch-ins to this. I'm just going to go right for the Supersonic Sky Strike right now. So he just goes for the Rock Slide. Ideally he doesn't flinch me, but we don't know he's Scarf now, so we can just go out into our Fini now. And it sucks that we didn't get to... Since he has Scarf, we would have knocked him out with that Supersonic Sky Strike, so unfortunate. Now we have this Scarf Landorus, which was his win con, so I don't even know why he left it in. So he's going to go into his own Tornadus. And this is just a bad situation because... I mean, I don't know what his coverage is. It's probably just Hurricane or maybe Sludge Wave, something like that. I'm just going to go for the Nature's Madness right here, as he goes for the knockoff to knock off my lefties. And now he's going to U-turn out for sure, so I'm just going to go for the Nature's Madness again on the Ferrothorn. So yeah, we get some damage on this thing. And now I'm going to Taunt. I don't care if he Power Whips me, I don't need this Mon in particular. I mean, it's our Greninja answer, but yeah, he can't get up rocks now. And now I'm just going to go out into our Heatran to get up our hazards. He actually just goes into his own Heatran. Not sure if he's going to risk this, but I'm just going to get up my rocks right here. We do have some speed. He actually is faster, but we live it, of course, because we are really Speed F. And there's no way I'm staying in right here. I'm just going to go back to Fini. I don't want him knocking me out or anything like that. This guy's plays are really interesting. I don't know why you left in your win con turn 1. But it's fine. We don't get leftovers recovery because he knocked it off, and now I'll just throw off another Nature's Madness, I think? Yep. That looks good to me. He goes back to Ferrothorn, and I'm still taunting this guy. I don't want him getting hazards up. So yep, taunt right here. And then if he wants to Power Whip, once again, I don't care. Goes right for the Power Up and doesn't knock me out, which is cool. So now I get another Nature's Madness off on this guy. Not sure if he would want to switch out again. He goes back to Landorus. I mean, I'll take the damage if we connect. We've hit all our Nature's Madnesses. It's not 100%, it's 90. We saw it Scarf. I'm just gonna go Tangrowth right here. I don't expect like a knockoff or anything. He just goes right for U-turn. So I guess that was a good play because he was... we were really low on health, but now he's gonna go to Ferrothorn, and he's unfortunately gonna get his hazards up here, I think. No, you know what? We're going to defog all of them away. I don't want him having hazards up. I don't mind if I have to get rid of my own. And our Heatran's still alive, and can set them back up later if we need it to. So yeah, I don't care if he spams rocks or whatever he does here. Goes for the spike. I will spam defog. Goes Greninja, and no way I'm letting you get your Battle Bond right now. I mean, I could. Scizor lives the hit, but Tangrowth's just right here, so why wouldn't I go into it? So he goes right for the Dark Pulse, and now I'll just... what's he going to switch out into? I'm just going to Giga Drain in case he wants to make any bad play. So he goes out into the Tornadus. I could have knocked off right there, but it's fine. I can just go here into my... He could Z-move me. Koko is not worth the risk yet. I could just go Heatran and sack it off. I think I'm just going to do that. As he goes for the knockoff and knocks off my leftovers. Now what I'll do is just get up rocks in case he wants to... He actually has superpower. So now I get Landorus for free, and I'm just going to click here my Dazzling Gleam, I think. No, well, it's just a better play. Who was Landorus? Because I could have easily just knocked you out there. Well, I'm just going to go Torn now. I could just go Tangrowth too. I could just stay in. Yeah, we got that play right, which is great because I needed to get some momentum in this match, and now we get some. So I'm gonna Volt Switch out now and just bring in Torn. And now what I'm gonna do is just fire off my Z move. I think I don't want him getting any sort of hazards up, so if I have to burn my Z move just to knock this thing out, I will. And it's actually looking like Scizor is the win con, which is pretty cool because we want to win with that thing. He's just gonna throw in the Clef, which doesn't really do anything, I guess, because Scizor is right there. Now I'm just going to Hurricane for the KO. He's making a ton of switches around. I'm just going to knock off these lefties. We do see his Z as well, so now I'm just gonna Hurricane. We're max speed. No, we're not max speed. We're 361, and he can reach. He's faster, so he's gonna knock us out right here. But now we get. I'm not sure if he has Heat Wave. We get a free switch into this one right now. I'm just going to click the Dazzling Gleam. He could just go Landorus stone. This time he gets a kill if he goes Landorus, so it's not worth it. Sacks off the Clefable, which is probably the best mid-ground play, in my opinion, but I think our Scizor can pull this out. I think this is our setup fodder for it, too. Because we already saw rocks and spikes and everything, so... How healthy is Torn? Torn's at 76, so we should knock that thing out. I'm just going to go here into my Scizor on the rocks, and we're just going to start setting up. Well, how healthy is Tran, too? Tran's really healthy. We're going to SD up. And we should... outspeed. No, you know what? I'm not going to risk it. No, you know what? I will. He does connect the Magma Storm. I mean, we weren't going to... Okay, how do I win this now? I think I have to dodge Hurricanes, I guess. So we're going to definitely go down to this, and we're going to Volt Switch. He's really that fast on the Rocks Tran. I don't know if that's common, but it's fine. So we're going to Volt Switch out right here, sack off Fini, bring Koko back, and now we're just going to go for the Thunderbolt. Knock that thing out, and now we go, he's going to bring in the Landorus, obviously. And I have to sack this and go... Well, what do I think is my best bet? Ferrothorn, I mean, Tangrowth might 1v1 the entire team, probably not. Is there a move I can lock myself into to win with this Mon? I don't think so. I have to go Tangrowth, and I have to hope he chokes and stays in, I guess. I could just try to double back. He's gonna go Ferrothorn. Yeah, that's alright. Now what I'll do is just go for the... First, let's knock him. So he goes for the Spike. He's trying to make sure that my Mon only gets one more switch in, but now we're gonna Earthquake. Hopefully it knocks him out. It doesn't. Now we're going to... I think now we go Koko. And we just spam... Now we're gonna Earthquake right here. On the Torn. And now we just knock off. We already saw his Z, so there's no point in knocking him off. So yeah, this is what I need to bank on right now. Which, we got one. Maybe booking in another. I mean, we'll live it, I think, because we're Assault Vest. And he already burned his Z move, so... There's two. I mean, it's Hurricane. Now what I'm going to do is just knock off, I guess. So he sacks that off, and now... If I really pull this back with Tangrowth, that would be funny. But he has to connect a Magma Storm, too. He goes Landorus. So I'm going to HP Ice right here on that. And then he goes Tran. Now what I'm going to do is just double HP Ice in case he wants to go back to Landorus, and I think we just clutched it out. Because we know it's Z move to that, and the Thunderbolt just sweeps now. I think we switched back into Hazards too. I don't know why I went back to Landorus. So we're going to Earthquake right here. Connect that, but now I just go out into this, and I believe we click Thunderbolt twice. This is Specs Koko, so we knock that thing out. And I think we're going to knock out the Tornadus right here. You just choke that. And yeah, he's going to forfeit the match right there. So I made the playlist that I needed to. Obviously, I got super lucky with him missing the Hurricanes and all, but we did pull it back. I don't know what he played his endgame pretty poorly, but I mean, we take those. We're going to find another battle right here and go for it. So we found this, and this team is kind of annoying. What I'm going to do here is just lead off with my Scizor, and we'll see exactly what he wants to do right now. He leads off with Koko. No way I'm staying in. Tangrowth's right there. Even if he wants to Volt Switch, I don't care, or U-turn. This guy's right for the Thunderbolt, and now I'm just going to throw off a Knock, I think. Actually, I could just double on the Zard, which is very likely to come in. Yeah, you know, we're going to Knock, in case he wants to stay in. So we'll see what item he is. Maybe Z? He has Z. So now I'm going to go Tran. Probably like a Gigavolt Havoc or Twinkle Tackle. Alright, so now he's going to Landorus for sure. There's that. And I really want Rocks up, but I don't think it's worth it staying in at this point. What does Tran do? Not a lot. I'm just going to trade. If he wants to Earthquake, that's fine. I mean, T-Tran is one of the mons that you always want to attack, but now I'm just going to go Tornadus, and I'm just going to fire off my Z move and see how much damage we can do to something. This will take over half, I think. Unfortunate that we sacked our rocker, but it's fine. We do a good amount to that, and we can just knock off the lefties now. So we actually knock off the Suicune. So now I can just spam Hurricane, I think, or I can U-turn out. I think U-turning out into Fini is probably the better play on the Scald. And I can just throw off a Nature's Madness here. And then Taunt. I don't care if he Power Whips, as usual. I'm going for game with, what's my win con? So he can't leak cheat now. I'm going to Nature's Madness right here, as he goes for the knock. I'm going to Moonblast. I'm going to Taunt on the Power Whip, which he fails to connect. Now we're going to go Tangrowth on the next Power Whip, and we're just going to throw off the knockoff right now. I don't care if he wants to do a Zard. So we'll find out what Zard this is. I think it's, well, it's obviously Mega, but I don't know what it is. Do I need Tangrowth? Yeah, we do. So what do I not need? Because if this is Zard Y, then I think Fini is a good mid-ground right here. There's no way for Zard Y you click Solar Beam. And it's Zard X, so good. We find that out, and now we know that we can deal with it in various ways. So his Dragon Claw is weakened, so he's, I mean, why would he click it anyway, but we're going to double out here into our Torn on this, and now we can just Hurricane. One Hurricane should do the job. I don't care if he switches out. Ideally we hit it though. I mean, we dodged 2 last game, so I probably don't deserve it, but I mean, damage on Koko would be nice, and we do get it off, so that's cool. No confusion, but that's, I wouldn't really expect that. We got Tangrowth here on the Roost, and honestly, I'm just gonna HP Ice. Oh, come on, go Landorus, not Mew. Landorus. He goes Zard, okay. I need the Earthquake. I mean, this thing doesn't want to take Earthquake. I go Fini here every time, as he does turn out to be Roost Zard. Now I just go Scizor, and we're gonna Mega Evolve right here and U-turn on the Zard. Now we're gonna go Tornadus, and we get to click Hurricane again. Or actually, we can just U-turn, because I have to make these plays right now. We're gonna go back to this. Now we're going to go for the Volt Switch. Shouldn't go Landorus right here, but he does. Go Fini, he gets up rocks, so he's going to prevent all my switching now. Now we're going to go for Nature's Madness on these Landorus right here, as he just goes for the Earthquake. Now we're going to Defog, because I don't want these hazards here. As he just goes for the U-turn, and we prevent hazards, but we're really far in the back right now, which is a big problem. So we're going to go Koko and try to make something happen. We're just going to go for the Specs Dazzling Gleam. We saw this Landorus switch up moves, so it should not be like anything too hard to deal with. Go Landorus. Again. No, it makes a fair Thorn play this time, which is what you should have done last time, but it's fine. Alright, do I have a win con? I think my win con is confusing with Torn. So we're gonna go right here for the... Just gonna go for an Earthquake. Weaken this him a little bit. He starts laying up spikes. We do have Defog on Torn, so I don't mind this. And Zard cannot switch into Earthquakes. In fact, we might even go with Landorus now. Huh? Alright, well, I'm just gonna throw off an Earthquake again. He decides to stay in and try to get up rocks. So now I'm gonna HP Ice. Which is what I should have done last time, but that kind of sucks because we could have gotten free Volt Switches the entire battle. Go Suicune. I mean, you're just giving me recovery now. I'm just gonna spam Giga Drain. Dude, did you think I wouldn't have it? We knocked that thing out, and we got our Tangrowth all the way back to full. So he just gave us Suicune. No way I'm letting you do anything right now. If you want to knock me out, then you'll take all that recoil, and now I just get to go Torn out into Koko right here, and just go right for the Specs Thunderbolt, I think. Right, I need to start making plays now, because this is starting to get out of hand. So he goes out, I can go out into Scizor right here, and see what play he wants to make. Probably Zard. He goes hard Zard, so now I'm just going to go for the Roost. See, Flare Blitzes, we go Torn, we throw off a knock, I think. I don't think there's a way for us to win. So we knock that thing out, and now I need to defog for my Koko, which he's not going to allow me to do, because he's smarter. So he's pretty smart, so... Hurricane's to play. Just goes with T-Bolt, and I set up terrain right here. I think I just need to lock myself into T-Bolt and para him to death, but he's going to win this. I'm assuming it's a speed tie, but that is what it is. We're going to take our first to last. I believe we're 2-1, so it could be worse. I mean, we're positive, so that's cool. SD Scizor has not done a lot, though, and that's what's that's what I'm not happy about. Of course, we find a Magnezone. I mean, we have speed. I'm pretty sure this is enough speed for Magnezone if it specs, so that's pretty cool. We're going to go here and lead off with our Koko. So he does lead off with the Dancy, so that's fine. We get a free Specs Volt switch off right now. He might not Mega Evolve and just get up rocks. Yeah, he's going to do just that. We do quite a bit. Tough play. We're going to go Scizor on the Earth Power. So I'm glad I didn't go Tran. Now what we can do is just Mega Evolve and U-turn out. He goes for that again. Was that a crit? Why did he do so little the first time? Oh, I had a Spit F drop. Well, now we go back to this and just Volt Switch and get a kill, but it sucks that we just lost so much health on our Scizor. That's fine though. I should have Bullet Punched, but like, Magnezone's right there, and if it's Scarf Magnezone, then it would knock me out with HP Fire after. I need to scout the Magnezone set. Unfortunately, I don't think Scizor can win this one either, which kind of sucks. I'll decide if I want to make the Scizor Showcase or not. It's done some work, like in the first battle, I think. But really, it's just been getting U-turn momentum, which is something. Like, getting U-turns out into hard hitters like Tornadus and Koko is pretty big. Now he's just to pick something to switch in right here. I think it has to be Magnezone or Bulu, or just sack the Deontay. He goes out into the Tapu Bulu. As this gives me several options, but I think Torn's going to be the one that I choose. Now I can either choose to fire off my Z move or just go right for the regular Hurricane. I think regular Hurricane's fine because if we do hit it, which we do, it'll put this thing in range of my... We got so much health back from all of that. So now we can go for the Hurricane again and then Z move the following turn. It might opt to not stay in, which would be an interesting play. He could just go into the Magnezone, which I would completely understand, and I guess we would find out if he's Scarf at that point. We do miss. We'll see if he hits himself. He breaks through and goes for Scald. Ideally, he doesn't burn me. He doesn't burn me, so I don't mind this at all. I'm just going to U-turn. I'll save my Z moves for later and just go Tran. Get up the rocks now. That did nothing. We're so Spit F. Now I'm just going to... Do I want to Taunt first or just rocks? I'm just going to Earth Power on the Deontay. He doesn't want me getting up rocks, I don't think. Yeah, there's the Deontay, so... Now that the Deontay is gone, we can set up rocks later, which is pretty good. Spit F Tran is also a good switch into the... I like how big Totem Mimikyu is. We're just going to Lava Plume. It's 100% accurate, and I don't believe he can deal with us. Because once I break this disguise, then Scizor just knocks him out with the Bullet Punch. Which is really what we care about, not getting swept by this thing. So even if he wants to SD up, then I'll sack another Mon. One Mon doesn't do a lot, because this thing is going to get a kill right now. Koko's still useful. Koko's very still useful. It's definitely not going to be Heatran. Heatran switches into like a lot of things. Actually, it deals kind of all four. So we're going to Lava Plume here, and then we're going to... I could just go Hard Scizor. I think that's the better option. But then if it's Scarf Magnezone, we do have to make that play again. I'm going to turn on Timer. I don't know why I didn't do that yet. So yeah, he goes for the Swords Dance, and we actually just get a burn, so... We actually can't go Hard Scizor because we're really weakened. So I'm just going to stay in here because... No, you know what? We're just going to go Tangrowth. Since he's burned, he's not going to deal with us well. Tangrowth just deals with so much too. It deals with... Honestly, I'm just going to go Torn. That burn really sucks for him. I feel kind of bad about that, but it's fine. We'll go Torn right here. And now we're just going to go for the Z move. The Z move will, if not knock him out, do a lot. Sucks for him that he got burnt, but he wasn't going to knock us. He wasn't going to deal with us anyway. I guess he has Shadow Sneak. He's just going to forfeit the match. Okay, I guess he could have Shadow Sneaked my Scizor after. That's something I did not keep in mind, but after that, He probably couldn't even OHKO my Tran, so I don't know, it's Tauntaud's 2020, but we're gonna get one more and call it alive, I think. Yeah, so we got this one, which is Hyper Offense, so this is cool. We're just gonna go ahead and lead off here with our Tornadus. He's probably gonna lead off with the Azelf, which is totally cool. There's the Azelf lead, and I'm just gonna U-turn out right here as he brings that in, and now I can just bring in my Scizor and just Mega Evolve and throw off another U-turn for the kill, which sounds good to me. He actually misses his Fire Blast. This is probably the luckiest I've gotten in alive in quite a long time. I want to Rocks up. So I'm just going to go out here into my... Well, I can't go Heatran right now. I'm just going to go Koko. And then he'll go Drill, for sure. Alright, back. I got interrupted quickly, but I'll trim that out and just deal with that. But we're here, and we're just going to... Earthquake for quite a bit of damage. Oh, the crit, that's why. But I'm just going to Nature's Badness here. It's probably a Scarf or something like that. I don't really care, though. I'm just going to go out into my Tangrowth and just go right for the... I think Earthquake's fine, or... Yeah, I'm just going to Earthquake. I don't care if he goes Pinsir or Dragonite or anything like that. But we should be good to go. What's the win con? I mean, after this thing's gone, then Koko just completely 6-0s him, kind of. It's probably Z Manaphy and then Dragon Dance Life Orb Dragonite. That's what I had to guess. So that's cool. If I can get Rocks up, I pretty much just want Rocks up for the multi-skill and for the Pinsir. This Hyper Offense team. This looks like an Oros Hyper Offense team with just Minkyu on it, to be honest. That's what it reminds me of. But it's fine. We'll go ahead and Earthquake right here for the knockout. Actually, it probably doesn't knock him out, but we'll see exactly what play he wants to make. I took quite a bit of time on the other turn. He goes Hard Dragonite. I mean, I'll just HP ICU. I don't know if he didn't expect me to have it, but actually, does this win? We're just going to hit and Power Ice again. I know we live a Dragon Claw, we probably live Devastating Drake too. He just goes for the regular Fly. So he's going to dodge that. Now we're going to go out into our... Now we're going to go Tran on the Fly. Now we're going to go back to... I would have throw up these rocks. I don't even care if you knock me out. If you knock me out, then it is what it is. He goes for the Dragon Dance again. Alright, so this could be a problem. And when I say it could be, I mean it is. We're just going to Lava Plume right here as he goes for the Z move to knock me out. So Scizor, you want to make something happen? We're going to Bullet Punch right here. We live, we do not live. He has Fire Punch. It's pretty cool. Do I have a play? We're going to go Tangrowth, and we're just going to double into Koko on the Fly. And then we're going to T-Bolt right here. Actually, we're just going to Dazzling Gleam. We should live this. Nope, never mind. He's +2. Alright, so we're going to get out of there and call it alive. So Scizor did not get to do a lot. I might have to feature it again, but I think this will be the Scizor showcase since it did get to U-turn a few times. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.